What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another week of streaming. Thank you so much for being here. We have a very interesting 4 days coming up. Some of you may know, some of you don't know. It is the Mountain Series happening here on PokerStars. Buy-ins from $11 today. First event is called the Sugar Loaf. All the way up to the $2,100 main event this Sunday. So I believe there is 10 no limit hold'em events. I'm going to be playing all of them. There's a 700, there's a 500, there's a 320, there's a 215. Pretty big weekend tournament series, so I'm really excited. We have 2 or 3 home games every day for the next 5 days as we're going to be streaming. And today, of course, we have the $1,000 Thursday Thrill. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Let's jump into the action and get it going. The King 9 here, you guys. Get it started off right. Ray's get a call in 2 spots in the Bounty Builder. Don't know anything about them. I think it's fine to bet like 48% here with our top pair. If the small blind check raises, we'll get it in for the bounty because it is $100 cash. If we knock them out, $50 cash actually, and then 50 goes onto our bounty, which of course is worth something to us. But they call and we see a 10 on the turn, which isn't the best turn in the world. I don't think I want to bet call anymore. I think we're going to be doing too poorly. I think. The thing is, there's a lot of hands we can get value from on the turn here, so I'm not sure if I should be if I should be betting this turn. I don't know, because we have a double gutter, right? A queen will make us a straight, an 8 will make us a straight, and we have top pair. And he would set up a river shove, but it's probably too thin, so I'll check back. Check back. Interesting hand right away to start off. And when we check back and everything sort of bricks. I think it's a very easy call on the river if they decide to bet. They don't, because I think they're going to check a lot of their middle pairs like Jack X, 10X. So basically we're going to be left with like very strong hands and draws, of which there's enough draws. Checks us on the river. I'm going to bet quite small. I think that they have a weakish hand a lot here. Like a weak king, or a jack, or a 10. You know, queen jack, queen 10, 10-9, jack 9, suited type hands. So I'm going to bet the river. And we see fold. Alright, 5s. Raise call here, raise cry, decide against this reshove. And then fold the reshove here, but we do get to get it all in here. Can we earn another amount of money? Oh, now we have a 3-way. No, we have a 3-way. I think we get this in again with 2 bounties on the line here. We are getting 2 to 1, but there's a side pot as well. So I mean, it's not 2 to 1 on everything. We will call. I think it kind of sucks, but we'll call. King 10. Okay, we beat the King 10. We lose to the Ace 10 though. We do get the bounty of $75, which is nice. On with Ace King. Let's run up a stack again in the Big 82. By the way, you guys, home game coming up today. There's a $2.70 buy-in, and there's a $27 buy-in this afternoon. The $2.70 starting up in 38 minutes. There is 10 minutes of late registration, so you got about 48 minutes to get in the tournament and try and take my money. It's not going to happen, but feel free to try. We lose Ace King to the 5s. Yeah, GG, ripping pepperonis. Go down here and bet. And now we can get that 5 quad. But the thing is, there's the big 22 in 8 minutes and the home game coming up. This sucks a bit. Check back flop, bet turn, and they're check shoving. I mean, it's hard for them. It's really hard for them to have a bluff here, right? So, what sort of hands do we beat in this situation? We lose to 10-9, we lose to King 10, we lose to Ace Queen, we lose to all the sets. Do they ever have any like flush draws or worse hands? I think they can do this with Ace 8, maybe. I guess Ace 8, and maybe a random flush draw sometimes, or maybe like they have Ace King and they're just being weird. So I guess we call, although I think we lose a decent amount here. I don't think we win half the time, but pot odds, right? Jack 8. All right, there we go. That's why we have to call. I didn't really think they would do this with Jack 8 or Queen Jack or something like that. I thought they would bet, but people surprise you sometimes. Go to Queen Jack. See an open from Diamond. I don't want to fold against Diamond. I don't know if I want to 3-bet either. I guess I will 3-bet. I don't want to go 3 ways. And it is a bounty builder tournament, so we want to knock people out. There's incentive to get into knockout sort of situations. What's my biggest fear here? My biggest fear is that they just 4-bet all in and we have to fold our hand. That would be sad. But I don't think it happens often enough for us to worry too much. Get a long tank and then a just call here and then a call from diamond. I think that Surga is pretty strong in this situation. I don't think they're folding to flop bets very much. Even if they decided to just call ace-king pre-flop, I don't think they're going to bet here. So, basically, this board doesn't help my range very much. And Surga has a really strong range of hands. And I don't expect them to fold pairs. Akambra Poker, what's up, man? How you doing, Akambra? Thank you so much for the 378 viewer host. I appreciate that, man. We're going to check call the turn. That's obviously the nut turn, but we can't get 2 streets of value, I don't think. Maybe we could from like jacks or 10s, I don't know. Dude, thank you so much for the host. I appreciate it. And welcome everyone tuning in for the first time. I am Jamie Staples, PokerStaples. I'm Team Online, like Akambra. And yeah, if there's anyone that was watching my stream and hasn't checked out Akambra yet, you should check it out. Check him out. Bit of 340 here on the turn. Do we check call? Or do we like check raise small here? That can't be good. I guess we just check call. Yeah. Here on point today. Thank you, Allie. Morning. Good luck today, Jamie. Thank you, Rosen. We will check call again. And win. Whoa, the 10-8. The 10-8 suited stepping out. It's stepping out. Open to 750. We'll call. 67 people. Not bad. Bit of 1,023. And we have the queen high flush job. I kind of want to raise. I think if we just call, we're going to get barreled a lot. It does suck to raise and then fold if they shove. But I think calling we're going to lose too much. So we'll just put in the small raise. If they shove, I think they have an ace or a king of spades or an overpair, which doesn't represent enough of their c-betting range to not raise here. They just call, and then we see a jack on the turn. I think a good time for us to barrel. Because, I mean, like, if they have an overpair, I expect them to go all in. If they have the ace of spades, I expect them to go all in. Damn. That's poor. I mean, there's no other way to describe it. It's just like way too wide. And they're probably mad. Idiot, please die, fish. Alright, I'll just let the salt roll a little bit. They deserve to be heard after that brutal beat. I'm sorry, my friend. But I think it's a bad call against my range. For sure. Especially when we're just floating ace high, right? If we have an ace high flush out, we're just calling the flop most of the time in position. So, like, we're representing very, like, very few hands that they can beat. I mean, queen high and king high flush draws choosing to raise are 2 of those hands. But then they lose to all the flop flushes, the top pairs, the sets, the 2 pairs, the straights on the turn, etc. But, alright, I think that's it. Yep, okay. So we'll put it back. We're all in with kings as we wait for the bet to figure itself out. You're looking fly today, Broseph. Thanks, man. And we get an overcall in the big blind. Let's bet? Yeah. And like real small. Like. Snap call, 10 on the turn. There's 13k in the middle. We have 13k, but I don't think we should shove. I think we should bet smaller than shove. I was just Jamie way 420. I am not 420 actually. Not 420 pounds, but oh no. Well, what ace-x can they have? That's the first question. They don't have ace-king. They probably don't have ace-10. Okay, so it's not the worst card in the world. Can we value bet? No, we have to check. The dream! I thought we were gonna lose so hard in the paint. What even happened? Reshove here. You can flat as well, but I've looked at the math in this spot recently too. And against someone opening as wide as Faith Virtue, we're going to be more profitable reshoving and getting them to fold their equity than we are calling. So we shove. Hello, Jamie. I promised to subscribe before Christmas when I was finishing deep in the tournament. Well, that day was yesterday. We got there. We held against aces. Hey, the dream. Sometimes aggro people have aces, but then you can always get there against them, and it's so unjust because they're playing so aggressive. They should get paid off, but then you just get lucky. Yo, you guys, jumping into the action. Cut the lunch break a little bit short because we have the aces, and we could double up here. So I'll bet on this jack-8 deuce, and hope for the best in the thriller. And we'll see. Lunch was good. It was just fruit, because everything else was frozen. I didn't have time to heat it up on break, but I'll just have the proteins for dinner, I guess. Bet get a call. We see a 4 of diamonds on the turn. Let's shove against total 4Y. And hope to get a call. Let's hope, let's hope. And we got a tank. A serious tank going on. Gonna have to watch the delay. They probably have queens here. Yeah. I was gonna say. And it's a good fold with queens. I mean, I think it's a fine fold. Against our range. I mean, we 3-bet pre to a reasonable size. What sort of hands are we going to have that 3-bet pre? I think we probably have like ace-jack suited, ace-queen suited, ace-king. We have aces, kings, queens, jacks. We bet the flop. We're going to bet the flop with all of those hands. The turn comes a 4 diamond. We continue barreling with our ace-king, ace-queen of diamonds. I guess we could have king-queen of diamonds as well. And then aces and kings and jacks. So, like, they're not doing very well against that range. There's a decent argument for checking the turn to try and do some action. I thought about it briefly, but decided not to. Maybe that's a mistake. So I should definitely think about that later. Because, you know, we obviously have the best hand, but it depends how Total 4Y, who I think we can mark as a regular now, folding that turn. Let's raise up the king-jack. We're under the gun, so I think making it 3x in this spot is good. Raise, get a call. We see a shove for 553 here. We definitely have to reshove. It's a $500 bounty. This opponent only has 30 big blinds. We have a hand that does really well against it, so we will shove. I expect them to call, expect us to have, like, whatever, 36% equity 3-ways or something. Oh, hey, look at that. We called it. King or jack for the double booty. Hold. Oh, no, never mind. They have a set. Do we win the side? No, we don't win the side. They have a set. I just called the equity, though. Open to 160. We have kings. God, they fold the 3-bet so much. They're playing so much. I'm going to slow play because they're just raising too many hands. They're going to fold to too many 3-bets. We want to get more value from our hand. So I'll go 3-ways here as opposed to 3-betting pre. The slow play. The much beloved slow play in the chat. And we see an 8-7 jack, which is pretty good because they often have a piece here that isn't folding. They check, we bet. Now they maybe folds. That would suck. Good to be back, Ship and Jamie. Thank you, Havox. Thanks, buddy. This is day 1 of 5 in a row here. Currently 2nd of 7 in a 3,600 player tournament. That is insane, Matt. Congratulations, man. Congrats on that. Ooh, okay. Well, they had aces. We were never winning anyways. Never winning anyways. King 9 suited though. We get 3-bet in the small blind with bounties and stuff we call. And flop us straight. Easy. Easy peasy. Oh, do they check? Dang it. I mean, we bet. Basically to shove turn, but sometimes they check fold, which would suck. What kind of bankroll do you need to play 1K tournaments? It depends. For some people, 50K. For some people, $500,000. It really depends on your situation. And we're going to shove the turn. Please have aces with the ace of diamonds. Oh, they have ace king. Well, that's a bit of a cooler. We both flop the what we think is the nuts. Doesn't work out that way, so we're going to lose one there. What do you think about the structure of the Bounty Builder tournaments in general? They're really good. They're really, really deep, good structured tournaments. Better than most. King Jack suited, I don't think we're folding at this stage anymore. If Highwayman shoves, we definitely have enough equity, especially with the bounty overlay. If LAP shoves or opens, we're getting it in. Bounty coverage. And if it folds to us, we shove. Because they're going to call a very wide range here. Even without the bounties, we can call, or we can shove, right? Even if there's no bounties, we can shove King Jack suited for 21 big blinds in the small. We used to say a min raise on the button. We're going to reshove and hope for the best. Which is a fold or a call with a flip, right? We'd love if they call with 10s. That'd be perfect. And King Queen is not what we want to see at all. 9, 4, or Jack. Not a queen. Ayah, you guys. King Queen is one of the worst hands we can see, other than aces or kings or queens or jacks. And we have 2.5 beebs. There we go, King Queen. Alright, we'll go with this hand regardless. Regardless of what happens. And hopefully get the quadruple up. It's not over yet. Lucky then, because I booked this week off work. Let's make some money, bro. Alright, Coxie, sounds good, man. Let's make some money. Against Ace Queen, no! Jack! Jack for the hype. Yeah, you guys, GG. We're out in 217th place in that one. Thank you guys for watching. It was a fun day today in terms of poker. I don't think much happened. We didn't have too many scores. We ran up some big stacks. We played some home games and stuff, but nothing too crazy. And in terms of the gaming, we had a really fun time. So that's going to be uploaded on YouTube at some point somewhere. We'll wait and see. I'm going to play the outro now, but we're going to be back for another full day of poker tomorrow, you guys. 2 Mountain Series events, a $55 buy-in and a $109 buy-in. We have the normal daily schedule. We have 3 home games tomorrow, 2 real money, 1 play money. And yeah, it's going to be a fun time starting at 11 o'clock Eastern. So, until tomorrow, that's going to be it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you later.